Hi guys, and welcome back to Coil Life. Today we're going to be having a look at the Armour Pro Kit from Vaporesso, featuring the Cascade Baby Tank on top. This is the EU 2mm edition. A bit of a pain in the ass if I'm honest, but performs well nonetheless, and the flavour is on point on this one. So this device does take your 21700, 2700 and 18650 batteries, which is a major plus in my opinion, and it looks pretty well. It looks really nice. It's got the same menu display system as on the Taro Baby, which is really nice, simple to get around, and it is instant firing as well. It's incredible chip set they've got in this. So let's drop down and have an up close and personal tour around the Armour Pro Kit. Okay guys, so here we are with the Armour Pro and Cascade Baby Tank from Vaporesso, and the box it comes in. You've got power meet style there, Vaporesso, and then on the bottom you've got Armour Pro. You've got some specs there. Can take 21700, 2700 and 18650 batteries. You've got the Armour Pro, Cascade Baby, GT mesh coil and a GTC cell, extra Pyrex glass and a USB charging cable and a user manual. So if we open it up, we do get on this side here the device itself. Pop that over there, it's in there quite tight. Take it out of its protective sleeve, and that's the device. So we'll leave that to one side. Underneath here we do get a braided micro USB charging cable. You also get our Armour Pro user manual in various different languages, and our little envelope with our warranty card that we're used to seeing. In here then we do get the Cascade Baby Tank. For a baby tank, this thing is huge. On the bottom there you do have this silver plated 510 contact pin, Cascade Baby, some sort of a serial number, designed and manufactured by Vaporesso. You've got your airflow control ring, and this does stop fully open and fully closed. On the top then you do have this conical 510 drip tip, and then to fill this one up you've got this little kind of pushes and then opens. There's your filling port. Pop that back down. It's interesting the way that does that. Nice little feature on this tank, I do think. Pop that drip tip back on there, it's quite tight. So then if we unscrew the base and have a look at the coil head inside, you can see that we do have, this is the mesh one installed in here. Just pop that out there as you can have a closer look. So you do have the mesh going on the inside. Ratings then, as you can see there, it's a 0.18 ohm coil, 50 to 85 watts. And then we also get a sort of a mouth to lung style coil in there as well. As we saw with previous tanks, they do provide this mouth to lung coil, the C-cell one, and it is a 0.3 ohm coil, 35 to 40 watts. So your lower resistance, higher ohms coil for your mouth to lung. And then we also get our spare glass tube and some spare O-rings and gaskets there as well. So this tank also then, to change the glass here, if you unscrew this, but you have to reverse unscrew it, so as if you were screwing the tank in, that top filling section comes off just like that. So it's really good to be able to clean this. So you can swing that around, you can see how that works and locks into place just like that. And then if we unscrew the base, and this is like as if you're screwing something in, so the threads are reversed. That's how you can take it all apart for cleaning. And then to screw it back in, it's like you're unscrewing the tank. It's a little bit strange how they've done that, but I suppose when it's all together and you're trying to unscrew the different sections, it kind of makes sense to do it that way. Let's just screw that back on there. Also in a reverse thread fashion. So we'll pop the coil back in there, and then we'll screw the tank back together. Now it is quite a large tank, this one, it really is. It's a bit unusual. They call it a baby tank, but it's massive. But anyway, we'll have a little look at the device itself. So as you saw, it takes 21700, 2700 and 18650 batteries. You've got on the bottom there, you've got your battery door. It does come with this little tube for your 18650 batteries, to pop those in there. Let me just get a battery and pop one in. Okay, so battery orientation, you can see you've got your plus down there for your positive, and on the battery door you've got your minus for your negative. So if we pop our battery in just like that, and then the device comes to life. So the menu interface is much like the Taro Baby, where you've got your little dial, little change colour as the wattage goes up. So it is a 100 watt device. It doesn't round robin, so you'll have to bring that manually down just like so. To get into the menu, if you hold down the little select button down the bottom, and then you can get into the menu and the different settings that you've got. So you've got your variable wattage, hard, medium, soft. You've got your power curve. You've got your super player mode. You've got your variable voltage, your voltage power curves, then your temperature settings, your memory 1, memory 2, bypass, and then your interface settings there, where you can set the time, the brightness, your puff counter, your theme color, your smart on off to detect the coil resistance automatically, and set your wattage to it. And you've got your auto on off, your screen timeout, and your software version number, and back to exit. A menu, really easy to use. The whole fire bar then is your screen as well, which is quite cool. You've got Armour Pro on the side there, and it's a quite nice looking device. You've got your spring loaded gold plated 510 pin at the top. It's quite a small, neat little device. I'll just power that off for a second. We'll just put the tank on. This is where it looks a little strange, I think. It's a small little neat tidy little device, but when you screw your tank down on it, you've got that I don't know, it makes it look so much bigger in your hand. It's quite massive, but it is nice. And even with the 2700 battery in there, with the tank on top, it does feel top heavy. So, you know, it is, I don't know, it's a strange one. I do like it though. For a single battery device, you don't want to carry anything too big and bulky around with you. Ideal. So what we'll do is I'll get a little bit of juice in this tank, get the coil all ready to go, and then we'll go back up on top and I'll let you guys know what I think. Okay guys, so that was the quick up close and personal tour around the Armour Pro Kit from Vaporesso. Now I did get sent this for the purpose of this review, direct from Vaporesso themselves. Big thank you to Vaporesso for that. I have thoroughly enjoyed this, I have to say. The flavour of these coils is incredible. One thing about the tank that I'm not a fan of is not being able to actually see the coil itself. The coil is sat down underneath this black ring here, so you can't really see it on this version. I've never really been a fan of the conical drip tips, although it works, it's comfortable. I don't mind that, that's just personal preference. And on the Vaporesso tanks these days, they've got this sort of plate on the bottom of the tank, so if you unscrew that off, I'll show you what I mean. So you've got your 510, this gold ring plate on the bottom of the tank, so that when you screw that down you can see the bottom of it. I personally don't like it, but in all fairness it does go kind of matchy with the device itself, so you can understand why they've done that. The device being able to put in 21700, 18650 or 2700 batteries, major plus in my book. The menu system is easy to navigate, simple. Having the screen very clear, just like on the Taro Baby. All the information you need is on there, clearly displayed. The firing of this thing, so instant fire, that's incredible. I love that feature. So all in all, it's a great bit of kit. It's comfortable in the hand. It's not too big. It's not like a big bulky mod. It's nice and compact. If you've got a smaller tank on top, perfect, ideal, fits in the pocket, nice and comfortable. Although I would make sure that you switch this off every time you put it in your pocket, because of that instant fire. It could be dangerous if you weren't careful. The top fill system on the tank as well. Easy to fill this up. You've got a tiny little marking there that shows you where your fill port is, and all you do is just lift and slide. Easy to fill, pop it back closed, and that's it. Flavour is incredible as well on this tank. But that's all I've got time for with the Armour Pro Kit from Vaporesso. I will, as always, pop a few links in the description below for you guys to check them out. Thank you, as always, for watching, and we'll catch you next time.